Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Toto Naro, and I'd like to share the ideology of MMM. Having known about MMM, I know that there are so many forces that are trying to clamp it down. But MMM is a community of individuals that are joining voluntarily because they want to work together to achieve a goal. The goal they want to achieve is the goal of fighting poverty and fighting an unjust financial system which is being run by monopolies. Monopolies are the banks. They run the financial system their own way because they're almost the only biggest financial institution. As a result, they know that they are untouchable. The government, on the other hand, is backing them 100%. Of course, where does the poor fit in? Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. The poor is absolutely nowhere. There's absolutely no ground when it comes to that because the government supports the rich. The government supports the monopolies. This is not an indirect attack on the government or the banks, but I'm simply putting facts the way they are. Having compared Triple M with the banks as the financial institutions, I know that the banks practice what I think is monopoly and bias. They are trying to abolish a thing that is being believed by so many people. People as individuals in our economy know that we can actually help one another. But with negative publicity and some banks bringing up some rules, they try to make it difficult. But why are they going to fail to stop MMM? It is simply because MMM has no central banking system. By banking system, I mean that we do not have a centralized account whereby you put money, collect money and put it together, where they will probably freeze it or maybe it will get stolen. Look at this situation here, the situation of the labor. What does the labor benefit from the economy? Almost close to nothing. It is simply because um, there is a pure exploitation, especially when it comes to the salaries. There's pure exploitation, especially when it comes to the hours, the working hours. That is as a result to find that people work for longer, but with less to take out. So there's lots of frustration, especially when it comes to the working industry, because the boss being the boss, they get to keep everything, while the poor keep accumulating the debt. The rich keeps accumulating the wealth, making the richer gets richer and richer, while the poor keep getting poorer and poorer. In short, we can safely say people are still in slavery, even though we're not in chains, but it is still pure slavery because people are still suffering from poverty, which is being caused by a few individuals who like to live their life to their satisfaction. Let's take banks for instance. If you bank with them, what do they do with your money? They pay you less than 10% per annum. Triple M, on the other hand, pay more than 30% per month. This I have experienced. Yes, I know that Triple M can pay 30% or more per month. Ask yourself a question. What do the banks do with the money that you put in? They build big buildings which they rent out to you, or shall I say to us. In a way, you can safely say that um, that money is ours, even though it sounds far-fetched and arrogant, but it is true. the money is ours, because that money you put in, they invest, but do they pay it back to you? No, they don't. The interest you get is too less. But when it comes to paying back the money, you're being charged higher and higher prices for the money you borrow from the banks. At the end of the day, you find that the interest you get is absolutely nothing. You're being chained to debt by banks for the rest of our lives. Kululeke.